Welcome to The Explainer. All right, today we're tackling a big one, but it's really not that scary. How do you actually open a brokerage account? We're going to break it all down step by step and give you the map you need to get started.
So here's what we've got on the docket. First, we'll talk about why you should even do this, taking control. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. What is a broker? How do you pick the right one? What are the actual steps to open an account? And finally, what do you do once you're in? Let's get to it. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the big picture. What's the real point of all this? Why should you bother moving from just saving your money to actually investing it? Well, it all comes down to one thing: taking control. This quote from Arthur Levitt, a former head of the SEC, really hits the nail on the head. He's basically saying, look, with all the technology we have at our fingertips, we can't just be passive anymore. It's not an excuse to do less. It's a massive opportunity to do more, to be more involved with our own money than anyone ever could before. And what that really means is getting away from those, boilerplate, one-size-fits-all investment plans. The old way was trying to cram your unique financial goals into some preset strategy. Taking control is the opposite. It's about using the tools and info out there to build a strategy that's a perfect fit for you.
Look, nobody becomes an expert overnight. It's a journey, right? You start out not knowing what you don't know. That's ignorance. Then you become aware, you start learning. Then, through practice, you build competence. And eventually, you get to proficiency. It's a process, a skill you build step by step.
All right, so to get started on this journey, you're going to need a broker. But what does a broker actually do? What's their role here? Let's break that down. And that leads to a question I hear all the time. Hey, if these guys are the experts, why don't they just do it all for me? It's a great question, and the answer tells you a lot about how this whole world works. The truth is, your broker isn't your personal trader. Think about it. They might be managing up to 1,000 clients, and every single one of those clients has different goals, different ages, different incomes, different levels of risk they're comfortable with. There's just no way they can personally manage every trade for everyone. Their main job, their main incentive, is to bring in more money to the firm, what's called increasing assets under management. They're a facilitator, not your personal portfolio manager. I love this quote. Who cares more about your money than you? The IRS. But seriously, besides them, you are in the driver's seat. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to care about your money as much as you do. And that's the whole point.
Okay, so you're ready to take the wheel. The next question is, what car are you going to drive? Let's talk about how to pick the right brokerage for you.
Choosing a brokerage is a lot like choosing a bank or even a car. They all basically do the same thing, right? They let you buy and sell stocks. But you've got to find the one that feels right for you. One might have a dashboard that makes perfect sense to you, while another just feels clunky. They'll all get the job done, but you want to be comfortable driving it. So how do you choose? Here's a simple little checklist. 1. Can you even use it? Make sure they operate in your country. 2. What's it going to cost you? Look at the commissions, the fees, all that fine print. 3. How does it feel? Is the platform easy to use, or is it super confusing? And 4, and this one is huge, it's a must-have, does it have a paper trading account? We'll talk more about that in a sec, but it's absolutely crucial.
All right, this is it. This is maybe the most important part of this whole explainer. We're talking about opening your very first account, but we're going to do it the smart way, the safe way.
Listen to me on this. Before you put 1 single cent of your real money on the line, you have to start with a paper trading account. What is it? It's a simulator. It's fake money, but on the real platform with real-time data. It is, without a doubt, the best way to learn the ropes without any financial risk, period.
And here's the trade-off, laid out plain and simple. With paper trading, you get all of the learning with zero of the risk. It's pure education. When you go live, well, that's when the real risk and the real rewards come into play. You don't jump into the deep end until you've practiced in the shallow end.
It's literally like putting training wheels on a bike. Paper trading lets you get a feel for the brokerage's dashboard, where all the buttons are. You practice putting in orders so you don't make a silly but very expensive mistake later on. We call that pilot error. This is how you avoid it. It's all about building confidence before the training wheels come off.
Okay, so you've done your paper trading, you're comfortable with the platform, you're ready to put some real money in and get started. Now, your journey as a market navigator really begins. So what tools do you need? What's your compass and your logbook?
A really solid approach to investing rests on what we call the 4 pillars. You've got fundamental analysis. That's understanding the company itself. Then there's technical analysis, reading the market trends on the charts. Third is cash flow, using different strategies to generate income. And maybe most important of all, risk management, how you protect your money.
Show me an organized trading journal, and I'll show you a disciplined trader. This says it all, really. What separates the pros from the amateurs? A lot of the time, it's just discipline, and your number one tool for building that discipline is a trading journal.
Think of your trading journal as your captain's log. It's where you plan your trades before you make them. You write down why you're getting in, where you plan to get out, the whole shebang. Then you track what actually happens. This is how you learn. This is how every single trade, win or lose, makes you a smarter investor.
So after all the talking, all the learning, what does it all boil down to? It's just about taking that one single step, that one informed step to get yourself started.
You've got the map now. You know the path from novice to navigator. And you know what that very first step is. The only question left is, are you ready to take it?